I'm curious, the ref you were conversing with, who is that?
Tom Peck.
He looks so familiar.
He does a lot of our youth tournaments.
Oh,
He's done them with Caleb and stuff. He's from Oshkosh.
Okay, I probably just saw him out there. But he looks so familiar, and I couldn't place him.
He does a lot of youth stuff. Yeah. How many? How many? Well, good evening, hockey fans. This is Pink Out at the Waupun Community Center, and I believe this is the 6th annual Pink Out. And Waupun Warriors will be taking on the Brookfield Stars. We'll be having our starting lineups coming out here soon. This is the first time the Warriors are hitting the ice since Thursday when they had played against number 7 ranked Neenah for the Badgeland Conference. And in that contest, the Warriors were able to come out of that with a 1-1 tie. And then in the shootout, they won it in the shootout. So I'm going to see if I can get some shots of the crowd here. You can see that it is a packed house here for the Pink Out. Pretty much a sellout crowd as you take a look and look around, and you see everybody wearing their pink shirts. The Waupun hockey team has started this tradition when Coach John Schubert was here, and with part of the Pink Out, what he's decided that we will do with the money is we would always see if we could find somebody from the local community who is in need of financial support for some type of cancer. So we take and split the gate and any other money that is earned over the Pink Out night. And here comes your Warriors onto the ice, and it's great to see Wallace. And you can see the Warriors are wearing their pink Druisers for the Pink Out. So the other half of the money, besides going to a local family, also goes to the Waupun Hospital Women's Health Center, specifically ID'd for breast cancer research. In the last several years, they've donated several $1,000s to the families. And this year's community member family is Danielle Avola, who is the wife of the owner of Tony from Tony's Pizza. And Tony has done tons of things for the community and donated a great load of money to the community and does all kinds of fundraisers. And you can see that there is a packed house to try and help Danielle be successful with her battle against breast cancer. And our thoughts and prayers are here with her from the Waupun community and from the Waupun Warriors high school hockey team. Well, we are just about ready to start our lineups, and now here we got Scott Van Galen, and he's going to make the announcements. Dylan Widmer, number 1 defense for Brookfield Stars. And then number 25. Is Aaron Hicks, and then forwards are Jackson Buckley, Nathan Rosman, and Michael Chavez. And in net for Brookfield is number 74 freshman Malcolm Jennings. And now, here's your starting lineup for your Waupun Warriors. Cole Camphouse, 1 defense. Other defense is number 21, Dylan Sauer. Number 2, Baron Buckles will be playing forward. Senior captain Caleb Baxter will be playing center. And number 9, Jared Buckles, and in goal. Caleb Sauer will be playing goalie. And here comes the rest of your Warriors to join them. And we're now rise. We'll have the national anthem. We got Scotty out here now, who's
whatever you meant the cause. Thank you. Now, please, and as always, feel free to join me in our national anthem. Oh, whose day can you speak by the dawn's early light, once so proudly.
And as usual, we had a fantastic rendition of the national anthem by Scott Van Galen. And as is a tradition with a Waupun Warrior hockey team, and I believe it's the same with all the other sports teams, the Warriors were joining him in the singing of the national anthem. I do hope that this is coming across tonight, and if it's not, I wish somebody out there would give me a contact through the Waupun hockey page and let me know whether it is or not. I did my checklist, and I think that I have everything going, so I want to make sure that I am getting that information out there. We're getting ready to drop the puck. And here we go with some Warrior hockey. Jarrett Buckles is in center. We got left wing Caleb Baxter. Buckles wins it back to Camphouse, who turned it over with a shot on goal. Now Camphouse picks it up out of the corner. He's going for a breakout. Hits out Baxter out wide. Baxter takes a shot to the board. Jarrett Buckles with a hard forecheck goes into the corners, picks it up, and Caleb Baxter returns the favor. Held back in. Dylan Sauer with a puck down in his zone. Looks for center and pass, finds the center, finds Jarrett Buckles. Jarrett drops it off, and it's going to be an offsides. Not. They turned it over. That's going to be an icing. Icing on Brookfield Stars. Oh, it's a penalty on Waupun. I don't know how I missed that. Jarrett Buckles with a penalty. 16:20 in the first period. I didn't see what the call was. I'll have to wait till Scotty Van Galen can give it to us. And his 2 minutes for elbowing. Well, here goes Waupun on the penalty kill. We were hoping that we got rid of this bugaboo, and the puck is cleared. Colin Holtz giving chase, giving all kinds of pressure, goes back behind the net, tries to pick it up. Putting on pressure. We got Cam Beek holding out a passing zone, and we got Carson Schramm holding off his zone. Colin Holtz puts the pressure on, and now here comes number 26 for Brookfield. Gets it into the zone, and Cam Beek with a nice back check, and then a check, and he clears the puck. 1:26 left in the first period, or in the penalty. 15 for Colin Holtz with a turnover, centers it, and it's sitting in front of the goalie, and it's a save, and they're trying to pound it in. Oh, and there should be a penalty coming. No penalty there. Waupun had a great check with Colin Holtz, had some great pressure on. Short-handed. Waupun now with a minute 13 left on the penalty kill. 15:33 left in the first period. Caleb Baxter in at center. Colin Holtz, Cole Camphouse, and it looks like Griffin Leafy. Number 24 for Brookfield picks it up. I got to get my roster sheet set here. Baron Buckles, I take that back, was out there instead of Colin Holtz. Caleb Baxter now fighting over, tries to pick it up, steps up. Cole Camphouse steps up, takes a hit, gets it cleared. Griffin Leafy now off the boards, clears it. 46 seconds left in the penalty, with 15:04 left in the first period. Trying to get the breakout is Brookfield Stars. Waupun putting on good pressure. Here comes Baron Buckles on number 24. Got it pinned up against the boards. Is able to try and get it away, and then Brookfield picks it up, takes a shot, and it's wide of the net. 25 seconds left on the penalty. Griffin Leafy down in the corner, battling for the puck. There goes Caleb Baxter, clears it out of the zone, and it tries to get it dumped back in. Baxter's in there battling hard. He takes a hard slash, and no penalty call there. Now there's going to be a penalty that's going to be called, and it's going to be on the Warriors. It's going to be a cross-check. After he's been slashed in the boards, he retaliates, which is what they tell us. The retaliation happens all the time. But it looks like they're going to take them both, because the official on the other side saw what was happening, and he's going to put them both into the box. So Waupun will be down. Really only one man, as it's a coincidental, with 6 seconds left on the penalty kill. 14:26 left in the first period. I didn't hear again or about the symbol. I think the symbol I saw that the official gave for Caleb Baxter was a cross check, but I'm not sure what he gave for Brookfield. It was coincidentals. .6 seconds left on the penalty for Waupun. So far, they've been able to kill it off. Looks like there must have been a misconduct that's going to be a call, so I'll have to wait till the announcement because number 3 is also serving in the box. So it's 4-on-4. Brookfield versus Waupun. Had a chance now to get my roster set at least now. So I've got number 10 is Zach Davis. Number 18, I believe it is Jackson Buckley. Number 8 is out on the ice. That's Riley Casada. And number 6 is out there also, and that's Braden Cloyda. And it's going to come all the way down into the Brookfield zone. Cam Beek in the center. Steps out of there. Waiting until the official gets in. You got Carter Flagner, Carson Schramm, and that should be Colin Holtz. And Cam Beek wins it, takes a shot, and it's a save. Watch out! Do you want to get hit with a puck? Baxter for holding. Cam Beek back in the center. He takes and wins the face-off. Out to Carter Flagner. Flagner gives it back to Beek, backs it around to the corner. Trying to clear it. Waupun is full. Setting it up. There goes Flagner. Flagner off the pads with a block by number 6, Braden Cloyda. Trying to set up behind the net. Waupun trying to get it moving. Gives it to Carson Schramm. Schramm out of the corner. Gives it to Colin Holtz. Holtz trying to clear it up. Now does bring it up the ice with speed. Hits it out to Cam Beek at the blue line. Beek does turn it into the corner. Colin Holtz goes in hard for the forecheck. Carson Schramm behind the net to Carter Schramm. Schramm all the way out to Carter Flagner. Flagner all the way over, and he takes a shot, and it's a save. Save from number 74, Malcolm Jennings. One and 6 so far on the year. Brookfield has a 3-8-1 record. Colin Holtz is in center. Holtz pushes it forward. Waupun picks it up to Carter Schramm. Carson Schramm in the corner. Back to his brother Carter. Carter gets bumped off the puck, but is able to give it over to Cam Beek, who's able to pick it up and give it to Colin Holtz. Holtz then tries to hold it and loses it. And that is number 21. Carson Schramm had a great chance coming into the low slot. Carter Flagner holds it in to Holtz. Holtz cross ice over to Carter Schramm. Carter Schramm tries a drop pass and ends up turning it over. And it is tried to be cleared by Brookfield. Still held in the wall. Here comes Colin Holtz again. Oh, that's Carter Flagner. Carter Flagner with a nice job of driving that down into the corner. Now Colin Holtz picks it up behind the net. Holtz is drilled from behind and no penalty called. Back in there and battles for it. Now there's Malachi Buckles. Malachi Buckles out to Dylan Sauer. Takes a shot and it's knocked out. And then there goes Malachi. And it's a wide and they're working at it. Oh, scrambling hard. Full strength. Malachi Buckles centers it out to Carson Schramm, out to Griffin Leafy. Leafy with a shot on net. Waupun is taking all kinds of shots. That should be an icing. And it is 12:09. That was great pressure put on by the Waupun Warriors. Malcolm Jennings was up to the task. Brookfield now trying to bring the puck up to the ice. I got to do some playing. I guess that's not broadcasting out. Malachi Buckles now picks it up at the blue line, takes it into the corner. Dylan Sauer with a shot, and Jennings with the save. Warriors are back on the attack. Caleb Baxter. Baron Buckles into the corner, battles for the puck. Jarrett Buckles, nice poke check away from Griffin Leafy. Leafy, oh, and a backdoor shot by Baron Buckles, just misses wide. There's Caleb Baxter. Baxter in the corner, gives it to Baron Buckles to the center, and now it's picked up from tries to take and play it down. Griffin Leafy now takes it back behind the net. Leafy out to Baxter. Baxter gives to Baron Buckles. Baron Buckles takes it across the blue line. Now is able to get it past the defense. Down into the corner. Gives it to Baxter. Baxter down. Tries to center it, and it's chipped away. Jarrett Buckles had a great opportunity there. Baxter again. Able to move it around. Tries to center it again, and it's blocked. And Jarrett Buckles goes in for the crash. High slot. Oh, blocked. Cole Camphouse hustles for it. Is able to hold it in. Caleb Baxter tries to center it, and to the slot, and blocked again. Camphouse tries to put it back towards the net. Jared Buckles is in there trying to battle for it. Cole Camphouse wide. Gives it up to Cam Beek. Cam Beek at the blue line. Got his hands, takes a shot, and misses a tip that was going to go to Carter Schramm. Carter Schramm now picks it up back to his brother Carson. Carson takes a shot, and it's off the net. Well, I did it again. I reset the live stream, and I messed up the link, so I'm going to try and reset this and make sure that you can get the link. I am not sure why it's not letting me post right now. Waupun is now on the power play. Waupun is working it in. Trying to set it up. Wide. Carter Flaner. And a rebound, and it should be. Oh, and it's not. Waved off. Carson Schramm was there in the spot. Waupun had all kinds of chances right there to put it in. 133. It should be now. I put a new link out there. Waupun time to set it up again. Brookfield tries to clear and is able to clear it out. Caleb Sauer goes to play it out of the corner. Carter Flagner now takes it up the ice. Nice hands and moves it, drives it in hard. He's going to take it and loses it right in the low slot. It's held in, though, by Carson Schramm. And cleared by Brookfield. With 1 minute left, Caleb Sauer picks it up, is able to send it all the way up to Colin Holtz. Colin Holtz gives it to Carson Schramm. Carson Schramm takes it back to Holtz. Holtz gives it to Schramm in the corner. Wraps it around to Carter Schramm. Schramm over to Cam Beek. Beek back down to Schramm. Loses it off of his stick and is going to be knocked off the puck. Cam Beek tries to pick it up out of the corner. Nice try with a tip again with Carson Schramm working down low. Again, tries to set it up. Gives it to Jared Buckles. Jared tries to center. It goes through the slot. Griffin Leafy picks it up. Goes back behind the net. Zach Davis gives chase. 8 seconds left on the power play. Baron Buckles takes and drives it in. Tries to center it, misses on the centering pass, and now Brookfield's guy is out of the box. Good job by Cole Campos to get into position. .746 left in the first period, and once again, I messed up and it reset itself on the link, didn't check the link. It will be recording, so you will have an opportunity to take a look at it. Oh, nice into the slot. Griffin Leafy. Jared Buckles has been doing a great job of getting it into the center, but we haven't been able to get that shot off. Caleb Baxter to Buckles behind the net. Jarrett misses it. And Burns turns and fires. Shots in this period are going to be like 50-1. Caleb Baxter now to Malachi Buckles. Malachi Buckles is trying to get to the center. And Caleb Baxter does a nice job of battling it off. And that was centered beautifully, and Malachi Buckles' opportunity on the back door on the net. Cole Camphouse blocks it, keeps it into the zone. He takes a shot and almost tipped in. Dylan Sauer now goes down hard into the corner to hold it in. They're trying to center it to Tyler Flagner. Braden Van Zandt to Malachi Buckles to Dylan Sauer. Sauer to Malachi Buckles. Buckles to Van Zandt, and a chance for Tyler Flagner, and a beautiful save by Jennings. 6:28 in the period, and there is an icing. Waupun now in the corner. Brookfield trying to get it out. Held in the zone. Colin Holtz. Cam Beek. And a nice poke check from Carter Flagner into the corner. Dylan Sauer to Cam Beek. Beek took it around back into the corner. Carter Flagner picks it up. Loses it. Now Waupun goes to clear. Colin Holtz wide off the board to Cam Beek. Cam Beek with speed. I don't know how that wasn't offside, but that's okay. We'll take it. It's in the zone. Waupun's first line is out there with Carter Schramm to Cam Beek. Beek is battling. Chips it off for the corner. And there comes Brookfield. Number 14, Griffin Leafy, goes back behind the net at 5:23 left in the first period. Waupun has dominated, but unable to put one in the net. Jennings has done a great job. We just have missed some that are wide. Baron Buckles now off of the board, gives to Jared Buckles. Jared Buckles takes the puck into the zone. Baron with a hard forecheck. And now a pass Griffin Leafy out to Carson Schramm. Carson Schramm takes it back behind the net to reset. Off of the board, wraps it around to Caleb Baxter. Baxter loses it on the board. 29 with a save, a shot on Sauer. I think that's number 2. And Waupun breaks it out again. Caleb Baxter picks up the puck, tries to get knocked off, is able to stay on his skates, does a nice job. Does a reverse direction and tries to center and loses the puck. Cole Camphouse now over to Carson Schramm. Carson Schramm dumps it in. To Baron Buckles in the corner, goes to center, and it's chipped away by Jennings. And it's cleared by Brookfield. Cole Camphouse dumps it back into the zone. Waupun has to clear out, and now here comes the forecheck. Braden Van Zandt And that should be an icing, and it is. 4:07 left in the first period. .403 left in the first period. Brookfield clearing it out of their zone. Dylan Sauer now tries to clear it, and that's going to be an offsides by number 22. Malachi Buckles, I believe, is in our center. Braden Van Azan and Tyler Flagner. Dylan Sauer, Cole Camphouse are the defensemen. Malachi wins it, back to Dylan Sauer. Sauer tries to clear it off of the board. Tyler Flagner going after it hard, and Brookfield clears out. Cole Camphouse tries to shoots it in at net, and there's a save for Jennings. And here comes Brookfield now. Tries to get it past. He's knocked into the net, and the net is off. .333 left in the first period. Number 17, Carter Schramm, is in this face-off center. Gives it to Carter Flagner. Flagner now wheels, tries to get it out, and he clears it all out, tries to get it down to Colin Holtz, who was able to knock it down. Cam Beek is going to go back and try and reset to Carson Schramm. Schramm is going to give to Flagner. Flagner is going to try and dump it down, and it has it blocked, and now he does get it down into the zone. And here comes the forecheck from Waupun. Carter Schramm trying to force it. Colin Holtz. There's Cam Beek. And they had the opportunity, and then they lost the puck. And then that's held in there by Carter Flagner. Carter Flagner has a chance. He takes a shot right into the glove of Jennings. 2:57 left. Now Waupun wins the faceoff. Caleb Baxter in there battling with Baron Buckles, trying to pick it up. Cole Camphouse trying to hold it into the zone. And Jared Buckles now picks it up, and he's able to take and drive it. And it's in on Jennings, and Jennings freezes. 2:37 left in the first period. Waupun has been on the attack constantly and unable to put one into the net. Malcolm Jennings, the freshman, has done an outstanding job. Jared Buckles now in the center. Baron Buckles off up to the left wing. Caleb Baxter right. Baxter's going to be taken. Buckles gets thrown out. Baxter's going to go into center. Camphouse and Leafy are your defensemen. Won by Brookfield. Cole Camphouse tries to pinch hard. Here comes number 18. Leafy's on it. Does a nice job of poke checking. And it's going to go to Sauer. And I'm not sure what the call is. Looks like an offsides. 2:25 in the first period. Baxter wins it out to Camphouse. Camphouse is being hounded. Then he is able to escape. Gives it out to Baron Buckles. Baron Buckles now is going to try and drive it in. Let's see if Waupun can get a score here before the end of the period. Tried to get it to Baxter, who was intercepted. Baxter now goes back behind the net. Jared Buckles goes to put pressure on. Cole Camphouse goes for the hard check. And here comes Brookfield. And a 2-on-1 and fires it wide. Good communication. Now here comes Jared. Jared dumps it down, wraps it around. And here comes Waupun on the forecheck. Dylan Sauer picks it up. That should be an all the way down. as he continued to .136 left in the first period. Malachi Buckles in center, wins it, gives it over to Brookfield. Now Malachi Buckles picks it up. Tyler Flaigner with a dump in. Here comes the forecheck. Malachi goes in hard. Brookfield now trying to break it out to Zach Davis, number 10. Here comes number 22 wide. He takes a shot. Sauer is able to freeze the puck. Number 22 is Kellen Short, who's the leading scorer on the team. 7 goals and 7 assists. .111 left in the first period. The Warriors should have a huge lead, but Jennings has done a great job. Carter Schramm to Cam Beek. Beek over to Colin Holtz and then tries to dump it back over. Cam battling, trying to clear it out of there. 1 minute left in the period. Thank you, Scotty Van Galen. Over to Carter Schramm. Carter dumps it down. And here goes Cam Beek on the forecheck. And there should be an icing. And it is. The official. I'm going to keep it here with the pink out stuff that's taking place tonight. Carter Schramm in the faceoff circle with Beacon Holtz. Loses it. Sauer with a save. 42.7 left in the first period. We're going to have some pink out stuff that's going to be taking place. Carter Schramm loses it again. This time, though, good pressure. I take that back. Colin Holtz lost it. Carter Schramm went after it. Was able to free it up. Carter Flaigner now gives it to Cam Beek. Cam Beek has it. Oh, and he does it just out of reach. Here comes Zach Davis now for Brookfield. Tries to dump it back in. Carter Flaigner picks it up behind the net. Tries to clear and does clear off of the foot of Brookfield. 13 seconds left. Colin Holtz goes with the pressure. It's turned over to Beek. Beek tries to center and there's nobody there. Carter Schramm tries to dump it back in. Over to Carter Schramm. Can't keep the brothers' names straight. And after 1 period, we are at 0-0. Heading into the locker room. And we definitely shouldn't be. Saves for Jennings. 14-3. At this time, we're going to be doing some of the pink outs, so I want to make sure that we get some of this on the ice before we get a Zamboni going. Waiting for Coach Buckles to get back out on the ice, so here comes Coach Buckles. And the rest of the Warriors seniors are coming back out onto the ice. This will be a nice gesture from the seniors. 9 seniors. Here comes Caleb Baxter. And they're helping out onto the ice. Seventh annual Pink Out the Rink. Daniel Evola. Not sure if you can hear Scotty Van Galen.
She's a lumpectomy and is currently undergoing chemotherapy. When finished, she was radiation. Danielle is a 1995 graduate of Waupun High School. Very talented boys, Gaspar, Nico, and Vinny. She's a lifelong resident of Waupun and active in our school district and community. For those that are rocking this, they are also the owners of Toby's Pizza. Danielle.
I don't know if you could hear Scotty Van Galen. But this is for Daniel Evola. Great hand from the fans here. I'm not sure if you can hear that also. As they're recognizing Danielle, and they're also recognizing the Waupun Women's Health from the Waupun Memorial Hospital.
Because of the pizza business, his father forced him to not be able to play in high school because practices were after school, so he had to quit playing. I know my brother Steve could have used him, but he went to state. Tony was a big contributor before that, so they could have used him at state.
And they're coming off the ice. Representatives from the hospital and Daniel Evola, Waupun grad. I learned a bunch of things I did not know. And we're going to be waiting for the Zamboni. While we're waiting for the Zamboni, I'll see if I can give a quick recap. There was Waupun actually had less penalties, I think, in that period than did Brookfield. We had several chances on our power play, but was unable to put it into the net, so it still is 0-0. Once again, we have a sellout here pretty much. There's not much room left in the stands at all. And it's fantastic to see all of the pink shirts. I am going to stop the feed for a second, but I am not going to be changing our link. So please stay tuned. You're going to see a pink out screen that's going to come out. Again, I'm not sure if you saw it, but or could hear it. Jennings with 14 saves. Caleb Sauer with 3 saves. I think there's actually a higher number of saves than that on Jennings. It was just a dominant performance from Waupun. And once again, we could not get that puck to bounce into the net. All right. Please hang on as we return back to pink out the rink and take our 12-minute break. Make sure that you report back here about in 10 minutes, and I'll make sure that I'm online. And if I'm not, I'm sorry I didn't check the Facebook feed. I had to wait until I got a text message. And then keep yelling at me through the Facebook page, and I'll make sure that I'll find it, and I'll eventually get the right link if I missed it. So thank you for watching Waupun hockey, and that's the end of the first period. Score 0-0.